Hello yogis! Welcome to today's practice in honor of Women's Health and Fitness Day. So we'll start today in child's pose. Bring your feet together, knees apart, sit back on your heels, and then walk your arms forward. Your forehead can come to a block or to the mat. As you start to tune into your breath, let your inhales fill up your backside body. And as you exhale, draw your navel back to your spine. Take a nice deep inhale in and exhale. Press upright to your tabletop pose. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, lift your tailbone up to the ceiling, open up through your collarbones. And exhale, round through your spine. And inhale through cow pose. And exhale through cat. Take a few more rounds with your own breath. And then even it out. Come back to your tabletop and take your right leg back behind you. Keep it on the mat to start and just rock forwards and backwards, stretching through the back of the leg. And then lift your right leg up and hold here. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring your knee into your nose. And then bring your foot through to a low lunge. It's okay if you have to walk your foot up. And come to a low lunge on the right side. One more breath. And then back to your tabletop. And take your left leg back and rock forwards and backwards to start. And then lift your leg up and hold here. And take a nice deep breath in and exhale, knee to nose. And then come through to a low lunge on the left side. And then back to your tabletop. From here, tuck your toes under, lift your knees up and hover here. And then press up and back, find your downward facing dog. Spend a few breaths here. You can either find some stillness or pedal out your legs, letting one heel drop towards the mat and then the other. And then start to walk up to the front of your mat. Come to a forward fold. Hang out here for a little bit. Maybe grab opposite elbows. And then release. Inhale, lift up to a flat back. And exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Nice and slowly. Bringing your arms down, around, and up overhead. And then as you exhale, sit back in your chair pose. On your next exhale, invitation to sink a little bit lower into your chair. And then release back upright. From here, step your right leg back, coming into Warrior Two. So your left foot is forward, toes are pointing towards the front of your mat. Right toes are pointed towards the side. Your left heel is bisecting your right arch. And you have a nice bend through your left knee. Hold for one more breath. And then flip your left palm up. Reach forwards, around, and to the back. Your right hand kickstands on your right leg. Coming into reverse warrior. And release back upright, straighten through your left leg. And then from here, turn towards the side. Take both feet, pointed outwards. Take a nice wide stance. Inhale your hands to your hips. And then exhale, bend through your knees and sink your hips down low, coming into goddess pose. Your hands can be wherever you'd like, maybe on your knees, maybe at your heart, or maybe up overhead. Just try and find nice length through the spine. So if you're really down low, but your spine is rounded, see if you can come up out of the pose a little bit to find more length in the spine. And then over time, you'll be able to do both, bend, have a nice bend, and keep a nice tall spine. Hold for just one more breath. And then release back upright. And we'll take a wide leg forward fold now. So you can keep your toes out to the side. You can also turn them forwards or pigeon toe inwards, depending on what type of stretch you would like. And you can also have a block here. So inhale to start, and then exhale, hinge forward, coming into your forward fold. And if you need blocks here, you can have some blocks to bring the ground up to meet you. Release through your head and your neck. And inhale up to a flat back. Pause here. Before slowly coming all the way back upright. Take as much time as you need. If you're feeling a little dizzy after coming up from your forward fold, that's normal. Just give yourself as much time as you need. And then from here, we'll take warrior on the other side. So now turn your right toes to face what is the back of your mat, and turn your left toes towards where we were just facing, towards the side of your mat. Bend through your right knee and come into Warrior Two on the right side. Hold for one more breath. And then flip your right palm up, reach forwards, around and back. And kickstand your left hand on your left leg, coming into reverse warrior. And release back upright and straighten through your right leg. From here, heel toe your feet inwards towards the center of your mat. Find a nice hip width apart stance. And then find your center. Maybe close down your eyes. And then we'll take tree pose. So shift over to your left foot and either take your right foot at your ankle with your toes at the ground to help with balance. Maybe you're at a wall or have a chair nearby. Maybe you take your right foot to your calf. Or maybe you take it up above the knee. And again, your hands can be wherever is helpful for you. At the wall maybe, out to the side, up overhead, or in a T. Inhale, and then exhale, gently release, and take it to the other side, shifting over to the right, and taking your left foot either at your ankle, your calf, or up above your knee. And inhale, and then exhale, gently release. Take your feet a little wider than hip width. Turn your toes outwards and start to sink your hips down low and bend your knees, coming into Malasana. So once again, we want to have a nice long spine for this version. There are other versions where you're reaching forward, but for now we're taking the upright version. And if this doesn't work for you, you can take a block underneath your seat, just like so, for support in Malasana. And then to come out of it, just take your hands behind you and gently release down to the ground. Take your feet flat on the mat. Maybe grab behind your legs, roll your shoulders down your back. Inhale. And exhale, coming into boat pose. Take your torso back in space. And then maybe you're here with your hands underneath your legs. Or maybe you take your hands out to the side. Maybe you keep your feet flat on the floor or lift your legs up. Or if you'd like to straighten through your legs, maybe take your hands up overhead, wherever you're at for your boat today. And just hold for a couple more breaths. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale, release. Come into butterfly. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall open wide. And you can either keep your feet close to your body and sit up nice and tall, or maybe you take your feet farther away from your body and you fold forward over your legs. Inhale. And exhale, walk back upright. Take your hands underneath your knees, bring your knees back together, and we'll come into legs up the wall. So you're welcome to do this at the wall if you'd like. You can also do this in the center of your mat, either just with your legs up or with a block underneath your sacrum, if it's not too pokey for you. And then you can bring your hands to rest on your belly. So you can come back to your breath, feeling your hands rise with your inhale and fall with your exhale. Release your legs back down. Come back to your mat if you were at the wall, and just bring your knees into your chest and rock side to side. And then grab your feet, come into happy baby, bend your knees. And release back down. And coming into reclined pigeon, cross your left ankle over your right knee and stay here with your foot on the ground, or lift your right leg up and either place it against a wall or up on a chair, or grab behind your leg. Release your leg back down and uncross, and cross your right ankle over your left knee and keep your foot on the ground, or lift your left leg up. And release back down and unravel. Take your knees down one way and then up and over to the other side. And then from here, spread out into your Shavasana. Close down your eyes. And we'll be here for a few minutes. I'll cue you again when it's time to move again. take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, release your breath. Bring some movement back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your wrists and your ankles. Maybe take a full body stretch. And exhale, roll to one side. And press back upright. Finding a comfortable seat. And just take a few breaths here. Inhale your arms down, around and up overhead, and exhale down to heart center. Bow your head to your heart. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Blink your eyes open. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day.